You know, it's a cracking autumn day. And we've actually got some sunshine as well, which makes things a lot better than the dull gloom and wet conditions that we've had for a day or two. And because of the fine weather and the warmth that is evident from that sun, I'm filming something that I never would have dreamt of filming when I came to Dukeswood half an hour or so ago. Peacock butterflies. They've obviously been overwintering or starting their overwintering process in several log piles here in the centre of Dukeswood, and they've been brought out by the sunshine and the fact that we've got a dry day. There's at least half a dozen peacocks here and a single comma too. Something I didn't expect, and it's an absolute joy to see in the middle of November. This is quite an amazing sight, because where the wasp landed you may well be able to see two peacock butterflies. But it's not just two peacock butterflies that are enjoying this mid-November sunshine. Here's another one, because on several log piles here there are at least 6 peacock butterflies, which have obviously been tucked away in these log piles, but because we've got some sunshine today and it's very nice and mild, they've come out for a bit of sun. I'm quite taken aback because I've never seen anything like this, at least not from peacocks. This is such a delight. I never expected to see peacock butterflies. I'd hoped for one red admiral perhaps, but for 6 peacocks that have clearly come out of these log piles on a mid-November morning is really something. Because peacocks generally, once they've emerged from the chrysalis, they only have a single brood usually. They very quickly go and tuck themselves away to pass the winter. They don't fly around a great deal after emergence. And I haven't seen one of these for a couple of months. We're not going to see much of this one in a minute by the looks of it, because I think it's going to have a bit of a fly around. But it's just lovely to see. Small torch shell's another one. I haven't seen a small torch shell since they've seemed to have disappeared off the earth here in late July. It's wonderful, really is. It's just one of those little sightings or records that, for me, helps to shorten any winter that we have. And to be honest, now you can find invertebrates very easily throughout the year, but when you see something like this in the middle of November, and in all likelihood in a few more months' time, they're going to be back out on the wing. This is forecasted to be the only sort of period of dry sunny weather that we're getting this week, and it's turning colder too, so these butterflies will certainly not be flying again this year. It's up to them now to make the most of this bit of November sunshine, of which we've not had a lot of this year. It's just so nice just to see a glimpse of spring. A glimpse of spring in the shape of this fabulous peacock. Well, this peacock here is pretty mint condition, different to a couple of the others. When the sun eventually goes in today, these butterflies will all seek shelter and refuge again deep within these log piles. It's a good job that they're here. Log piles that can hide a thing of beauty, and the peacock is indeed a butterfly of beauty. It's greatly underestimated, greatly taken for granted in the UK because it's common. Had a very good year this year, lots of broods during the spring. There should hopefully be good numbers in spring of 2026. But first they've got to get through the colder months of winter, and before they do that, they are having a spot of sunbathing, a bit of late autumn sunshine. Off it goes. That's the cleanest information board I've ever seen. And I can say that now with being a member of the Nottinghamshire Wildlife Trust after all these years. But I never expected my little visit here to Dukeswood to produce the colourful objects that it has. I thought the only colourful objects might be some of the trees that are still holding on to their golden leaves here at Dukeswood, but to find peacock butterflies in flight for what's probably the last time now before next spring, we're losing the sun, and so they will tuck themselves away quite sharpish if they haven't already done so. What a quite beautiful way actually to end the butterfly year, because I don't think I will be seeing any more. It's unlikely. And if I had to make a choice and decide which butterfly would be the last one of 2026, it would be a choice of two. Yeah, it was two. Speckled wood, which you can often see well into November, get late individuals, but most likely nowadays red admiral, which is usually the first butterfly that I see early each year. So, looks like the end of the butterfly year. But what a delightful end, a common butterfly producing quite a memorable experience.